The case of Ping vs. Ayala Land, GR number 173120, July 26, 2017. This is the case of a land dispute over overlapping titles in Las Piñas. The Supreme Court voids the title of Ayala Lands Incorporated due to fraudulent surveys, upholds Spouses Diaz and Yu's claims. Facts of the case. Spouses Andres Diaz and Josefina began the land registration process on March 17, 1921, with survey plan PSU 25909 for a 460,626 square meter parcel in Las Piñas, Rizal, approved on May 26, 1921. Subsequent conflicting surveys by A.N. Feliciano led to multiple titles, including OCT numbers 242, 244 and 1609. In 1967, part of the property was sold to CPJ Corporation, and in 1968, Andres Diaz filed for original registration of Lot 1, resulting in OCT number 8510 in 1970. Disputes arose over overlapping claims, leading to litigation involving CPJ Corporation, Spouses Yu and Ayala Land Incorporated. Verification surveys in 1998 revealed discrepancies, and the courts initially sided with VLI but later acknowledged errors in the surveys. The Supreme Court reviewed the case to determine the superior registration between PSU 25909 and Ayala land title. Both the Diaz case and the Yu case were properly filed and were not barred by prescription, as actions for reconveyance based on fraud or void transactions are either subject to a longer prescriptive period or are imprescriptible. The numerous, blatant and unjustifiable errors identified in the surveys PSU 47035, PSU 80886, and PSU 80886 SWO 20609 render these documents spurious and void ab initio. Consequently, OCT numbers 242, 244 and 1609, and the transfer certificates derived from them, must also be declared void. The validity of OCT number 8510, based on the unblemished survey PSU 25909, is upheld, thereby affirming the superior title of the petitioners. Ayala Land Incorporated cannot be regarded as an innocent purchaser for value given the knowledge of adverse claims and the notices of lease pendens on the titles. The principles. The established principles recognizes that the general rule is that among conflicting titles for the same parcel, the one registered earlier prevails. However, this rule is not absolute when a title is alleged to be obtained through fraud or material errors. Registration under the Torrens system serves as evidence of title rather than its source. Thus, actual ownership depends on the veracity of the survey records and underlying transactions. An action to reconvey property based on a void or fraudulent deed is either subject to a longer prescriptive period or is imprescriptible. The principle registration done fraudulently is no registration at all, prevails over rigid adherence to procedural niceties where equity and substantial justice demand a re-examination of the evidentiary basis, particularly the integrity of survey plans. The court's willingness to scrutinize survey documents, even after registration, reinforces that justice must not be subverted by a mere technical adherence to registration dates when substantial irregularities are at play. Thanks for watching. Please support my channel.